Life Trading Pre-Market Day Trading Show. You're listening to the Real Life Trading Pre-Market Day Trading Show.
Good morning, everybody. How is it going? This is Johnny Guarco in the Real Life Trading Beginner Room. What is happening, everybody? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Getting my screen squared away. Saying hello to all my peeps out there as I get set up. Tana is in the house very early this morning. What is going on? Happy day to you and Douglas Knutson Keller. How you doing? Albert Chen up early, ready to rock and roll. Good morning. Let me get my Slack ready to rock and roll. Get that cruising on over here. Hey, everybody, let me know if my mic and my screen are good. I had to do a little changing of my setup. So, all right, sounds good. Thank you, Douglas. Tanya, good morning. Maggie, good morning. How you guys doing? Hope you had a fabulous weekend. Thank you, Albert. All right, let's go see what's happening today. What is today? Today is April 11th already. April 11th. And yep, it's Monday. It's Aloha Monday. We're going to have Aloha Mondays and Aloha Fridays. I want to welcome all our YouTube live fans out there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad you're coming to visit us. We do this pre-market show Monday through Friday, exactly at this time for wherever you are, exactly this time. It's 3 o'clock here in Hawaii. And yeah, bright and early, the birds aren't tweeting and the roosters aren't cockle-doing. But we do this live YouTube live event every day. Then we'll close it down, and then the Real Life Trading team goes off and day trades all day. And if you want to join us, come visit us at reallifetrading.com. There you'll see all kinds of free classes, free information. Everybody says, how can that company offer everything free? Well, we do. There's a few things paid for, like this daily subscription of the day trading room, and we have a swing trading room later on in the afternoon. But yeah, go check it out. Can't hurt. Got all kinds of free classes that you can take on stock trading, option trading, futures, Forex, all that kind of stuff. Michael is in the house and Lucien in the house. How you doing, gentlemen? Hope your day is going fantastico. Anyway, we got a little bit of a gap down today on the SPY. I think this is just a natural retest still. We got, that 50 moving average propping us up. But if you like Mr. Fibonacci, like I do, there's still room to pull back here. Nice correction. We had such a beautiful bullish run up. We had this big old double bottom, if you would. Lots of buying came in that last leg. And then all these peeps up here, they hit about 458, 460-ish. And then they're just selling off for a little bit of pocket change. If you go to Mr. Fibonacci and look at a little retracement, not an entracement. We're right at the 382 right now. So you can see we still do have a little bit of room before we need to get concerned. Come down here, retest this support area down here where this neckline of this double bottom is. So yeah, nothing to really worry about. What may worry us though, we got this gap over here. I follow all my gaps and put them in orange, but we have a pretty decent gap right here back in April of last year. You can see that's a pretty good gap on the SPY that has not been filled yet. And I track those gaps And we got a little gap right here too, just a little wee gap. I guess we should put a little gaparoo on there. That's nothing really to be concerned about. This other one is a little bit more concerning though. Let me try to copy that again. That's not really even worth taking note of, but that is a little gap, little tiny gap. SPY I could see foregoing that fill, but that one I'm just a little bit worried about. We could always take off and come back down, but we'll see what happens. I hope this goes unfilled actually, but if it doesn't, we'll just have to play everything bearish. Let's go check RSI. So RSI, we had a nice run up. We're having that correction. We're good there. All right, looking good. On the minis, we had most of the evening. We're coming on down, doing a little correction, but then starting to bounce up a little bit right down here at support, about 44, 45. Makes sense to me. Got a little bit of, let's go to our 15-minute chart. You can see to the left of the chart there, I've had several places where we've shot up and people have bought before. We do have a descending channel coming down here that we're currently in. So we're either in the sideways channel or we may come down and retest and then punch up. But yeah, Rock, what are you doing, man? That Springfest is keeping you busy, I bet. Yeah, buddy. Spring is here, getting ready to be summer pretty soon. Chris, good morning. How's it going? Hope you're having a fine day. On the Qs, fine day or fine morning, wherever you may be. We got a pretty big gap down on the Qs today. We are gapping down a little bit of support here at that neckline, just like the SPY. You can see we are right about there. So we could bounce around here at support and then maybe punch up. You can see we got this big old gap right here that we gapped down earlier in last week. But right now we're looking like we might just hang out. Let's go check out where the 618 is. So it's still further down. So right now we're right down there between the 618 and actually the 382, kind of at the 382-ish. I call it that because it aligns nicely with that little bit of support there, the 50. But we got a little bit of room to come down here. We also have double top. We could come down, retest, and then roll over, or we could just hang out here. We got a little bit of support going on right here at about 350. So we could hang out here, punch up, maybe fill that gap, and then roll over. All right, let's go take a look at our stocks, our 6 faves of the day. So we trade the 10 EMA strategy here in the real life trading room. We'll go ahead and explain that as we go. But let's go take a first look at Delta Airlines. So what we do is we track that high and low from previous day, which was Friday. So we got kind of like a high wave-ish. Maddie, what is happening, buddy? How you doing? Thank you for sending me that 10 EMA script. I appreciate it. Yeah, we got that Friday's kind of high wave-ish candle, high and low green lines. We have a breakout of that high and low. So that means we can trade that right away. We don't have to wait for anything. So we make that a green little doohickey over here, not a red one. Little tag right there that says, hey, this, we're able to trade right now. We'll see what happens when the market opens. But you can see we had a pretty big gap down earlier in the week. Last week, kind of got this double topish pattern going on, just like the Qs. Got this big old gap here that will eventually get filled. And now we're down here right at about support. So we got a bearish candle yesterday. We actually got 4 in a row. I'm expecting we may come down and then retest like the retest gaps do, like they do. We got earnings coming up, so be careful of that if you're thinking about a swing trade. But yeah, retest gap down. I think we have a retest gap on everything, if I'm not mistaken, today on our 6 stocks, but we'll see if we gap down here to support and then come back and retest. That's what I'm expecting. All right. Delta Airlines. I like to look at my Fibonacci's on everything that I do pretty much. You can see we got pretty big old gap down here that needs to be filled. That looks like right down about the 618, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish A, B, C chop. So we may chop around right down here. You can see kind of in I got a bunch of lines on here, but we're kind of in this big old channel of chop. Let's go throw a fib on that baby. Throw a fib from here to here. We're right at the 382 right now. Here's pretty much about the 5, and the 618 brings us right down into that gap. So some of y'all may be playing some puts on the old Delta. We'll see what happens there, but that's looking very feasible to fill that gap one of these days soon. Right now, gapping down below Friday's low, so we're good to go. Got to drink that coffee, get me rocking and rolling. Talking about big old gaps that I'm hoping get filled. Nice gap on Roblox. I was about to say Facebook. Facebook's got a hellacious gap on it that I think will fill one of these days. Anyway, right now we're down there about 42.45, right at the low of Thursday-ish. It looks like we are. I got to move my green line up there. I got it in the wrong place. Green line, there's the low of Friday. So we're gapping down below the low of Friday and Thursday, down there at 42.45. Looking for some more weakness and then a retest somehow, some way, back up into 44.5-ish. Yeah, looking pretty weak right now on the blocks, but it is a green weenie. We'll see. It's a retest gap, so expecting that to come down, retest, and then maybe go back up a little bit. Let's see what we got. You can see my technical analysis. It was very technical. We got the 618 right where we are. Doesn't mean we can't come down lower and then retest, but yeah, we're down there right about the 618. We are right in this also channel. You can see we're still in this channel of chop. Here's War Day, February 24th. So that's a pretty good little bit of support down here. We'll check it out, but we are qualified to go ahead and trade that baby right now if it stays gap below Friday's low. All right, Tesla. Did you see the gap on Tesla this morning? Apparently, what I was reading was, oh, we got, where are we? Oh, yeah, we're still down here at the 100. I was reading that Mr. Elon Musk decided he is not going to be on the board of Twitter. And one would say, maybe like me, like, what the heck does that have to do with Tesla? But apparently, maybe some Tesla shareholders are not very happy. They wanted him to be out there on the forefront with Twitter, but both Twitter and Tesla gapping down. Pretty big old gap this morning down in Tesla. We may look for that. You can see it's going to be a retest gap. We'll put a little green tag over there. We're gapping down to some pretty decent support. We really got support. Let's put a red line right in there too, because you can see that's a nice area for retesting this 980-ish area. Look at this. Look at all these wicks, these retests right in there. There, kind of a little bit of support resistance there. And yep, so we'll be looking for a retest of that Tesla. Matt, why do you got to comment on my my little artsy stuff that I do? That little green circle is, I'm saying, wow, what if it comes down there? I'm going to be buying some SPY, I think. Yeah, I'll do that just when I'm on my own doing a little bit of analysis. You can see this is a pretty good area of, I'll raise this up here. This is a pretty neat little area of support down here around close to 900. But let's see where it lies on the fib. I think it's below the 618. It could be, yeah, a little bit below the 618, but that whole area, you could see us definitely coming down there. That's very feasible, right? Very feasible. Did I say I'll buy some SPY? I got my tongue twisted again. I think I did. Anyway, if we come down there to 980, I am definitely going to look to buy some Tesla. I don't know. Has anybody heard whether that stock split that was proposed a couple of weeks ago is going to happen again? Because that would be a really nice place to get in some shares. Anyway, you got to watch my tongue. I say all kinds of things. Hey, by the way, how's my sound? I got a totally new setup. I had to move my computer. I'm actually up in a spare bedroom right now. But is my sound okay? 101, give me a 1 at least if my sounds okay. All right. Yeah, supposedly, thank you everybody. There's some 101s. I heard a couple weeks ago that there was going to be a potential split again on Tesla. So we'll have to check that out. Here's that breakout of that wedge. Let's go see how accurate this is. We were looking at this breakout of this wedge right here. And I said, usually they'll come back and look at that. Is that pretty amazing? So just so y'all know what I'm talking about, and I'm not crazy, we had, before I move my red line, I'll duplicate that red line and bring it back down here. There's a little bit of support down here that we had, a little support area. We were in a wedge there for a while on Tesla, descending wedge, and those wedges like to break out about the distance of, I don't know what you call this area right here, but kind of where it starts, it's maybe wedge pattern. Maybe there's no official name for it, but they usually, these wedges usually break out about the same height as where the wedge initiated. Just a little artsy thing that I like to do. Something that Picasso told me about. Elon said he would take the split proposal to the board. Haven't heard any more news. All right, me neither. Y'all let me know, because I don't watch the news all that much. I like to stay in the positive world. The news is nothing, 99.9% ugliness, because that's what sells, apparently. Don't it do? This is a positive place. This is where the happy people are. I'm happy. I'm retiring in how many days? I got like about 15 days and a wake up, man. Everybody, let's put some pressure. Yeah, and then Douglas is right behind me on May 1st. I wrote it down this time, Doug. Douglas is right behind me, Douglas Knudsen Keller. We're going to have a party. Might have to wait till you get back out here, Doug, to have a party, but I might have some kind of party in between. But then we got to get our buddy Rock Fullwood. He's tired of them spring fests at Lowe's, so he's ready to retire. No, you're not. You come to my hood, and no, you don't. Anyway, Maddie, sorry about that long explanation of my circle down there, but yeah, I was thinking if we come on down there, maybe time to buy a few shares, and that way, if we do that, Was there proposed 20-to-1 split, I think, on Tesla? Y'all, look what the wind blew in. It blew in Woodshed, Woodchip, Williams. Everybody say good morning. We're going to have a good day. When Woodshed is in the house, we have a great day. Yep. Yeah, we do. I'm laughing at Matt's. Yeah, that was like 15 minutes ago. What time is it, by the way? All right, we got about 10 minutes. We got to rock and roll. Everybody say good morning, W squared. I get to call him Woodchip. I'm the only one that I'm allowed that love nickname, Woodchip, instead of Woodshed. He chips away at them profits and he stacks some wood. That's what he does. But yeah, we got, all right, back to Tesla. I got to get serious every once in a while. We got that big old hunking gap down here. I reckon we could throw a wick down here to the 50 and then bounce back up. But, you know, that gap will get filled right there. Let's look at the Apple. Why does my French accent break out when I talk about Apple? I got to turn this air conditioner off. It's a little chilly here. All right. Apple, kind of a mini similar to Tesla. We got, let's tag that green because right now we're good to go. There's Friday's low right there. We got the 50 and the 100 down there, just like we did on Tesla. Big old launch of Apple. Look at that. How many? I forget. There's like 12 or 13 dang bullish days in a row. We got a double top now. We broke that neckline. Looks like, seems like we'd be coming down a little bit more on the Apple. We are in this channel also. So I've seen Apple before where it's faked a double top and tricked everybody, like here, for instance. We had a big old double top up here at all-time highs, I think, and came down, broke the neckline. Probably everybody and their best friend jumped on it bearish right here, and then it just took off and took everybody out and then came back down. So we'll see what happens on this double top. This one seemed to have worked. So now we got another one up in the same area. Isn't that weird? All right. Anyway, we got gap down. It is a retest, so we have to remember that. I really get annoyed when we're hanging out right where a bunch of moving averages are like that. I think we'll probably, you know, either retest right away and get caught up in that 150 and then come down, or come down and then we'll get connected. I have a feeling back to that 50 and 100 somehow. So Apple looking potentially like it could be pretty weak. You know, we got these areas, these two areas really are adding to this support. So it's, to me, it's making this support area a lot stronger. You did have that retest, you had that retest, you had that retest, you had that retest. So we're retesting again down here about 168, 170. And we'll see if we can break that this time. I think a lot of people are thinking this is going to be really super strong support, and it may come back up here, do a retest, and then roll over. So that's something to keep an eyeball on it. Earnings season is upon us again. So we'll have to keep an eye on earnings on everything coming up on them swing trades. Yeah, how was Masters there, Woodchip? Love that Masters. Did you work the Masters this year? I think you worked the Masters a couple times before, haven't you? You have a great story. All right, maybe we can throw you on the mic. You want to come on the mic later and tell us that story? Let's go check out AMD. Only if it's slow. Okay. AMD. Yeah. So I may put some shares down here. I think I got, what do I got? It's in my other broker. It's not up. I always forget. I've tried to put some shares on AMD. I'm making a bunch of premium on AMD, but I think I got 92 something or other. Maybe a 90, I think. I think that's what I got. But anyway, you can see very strong support area that we're at right now. We're gapping down, you know, a penny below the 100 area, but yeah, that's a pretty strong area. If we break that and close strong below here, then it ain't looking too good for AMD. Got a bunch of bearishness came in. You know, all these bears coming down here should see some buying come in here, because I would think if I went bearish on AMD right here, this is a good place to have these bears buy to close their position, which we should see a punch up and a retest right to that 10. But anyway, what are we doing now? We are down, gapping down below that Friday's low. So we got to tag that green also. Yeah, if we, let's go see if anything's holding us up on the weekly. Got that 100 coming up on the weekly. Really not too much holding us up except for this one support area. So we'll see what we do if we hang out here in the 99 and 100 area. Doug said he's going to be patient, but he likes something like 100 by 102 with a target of 95. Yeah, I hear you there, brother. I think we may see it the way the Qs and everything's looking, but we still got room to retest from that hellacious bullish run that we had a couple weeks ago. But yeah, I think you're on to something there, brother. All right, real quick, we got to go. Nvidia was just gapping down a little bit. Are we inside day right now on the gap? So we are, no, we're down there at 222. Where the heck did we go? We're way on down here. I think we were here earlier, but yeah, we got a hellacious gap down on Nvidia. Another retest. See where that weekly is. Wondering if we'll hang out on the weekly. I bet you we get caught back up onto that weekly at some point this week. May not be today. It is a retest gap, so we should retest that gap and potentially fill it, but we'll see what happens. A lot of weakness on Nvidia. Lots of weakness, but what do we got? We really got, look at all this. Got this big old gap down there. Nvidia is cruising on down. Looks like Nvidia may be coming down here to the 200 area. All right. Let me say aloha to our YouTube fans out there. Come check us out again at reallifetrading.com. We're going to have to say aloha to you boys and girls right now. We got our day trading rooms going to start up here at market open. But if you want to join us, and we'd love to have you, come check us out at reallifetrading.com. You can sign up for our day trading room and see all our free information. Learn how to do some trading on stocks, options, Forex, cryptos, futures, whatever you want. Until we meet again, I'll be back on Friday, but all my buddies will be here during the week. So if you want to come in tomorrow, we'd love to have you. Love to talk to you. Until then, we will catch y'all later. Have a great day. Go out there and make some money.